EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Vegas. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. 22 needle. Ready.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Ritter. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
No, I just hopped on Madden real quick while you was talking.
You know,
I'm still in. I'm still in. I just need. I'm in the 2nd quarter already. Shit, I didn't know.
The first 15 minutes of every offensive
Yeah, I'm gonna hop back on. Yeah, stand the party.
Security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A 1st carry now for Rico Dowdle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, Lamb. They'll run with Dowdle, and nothing cooking on that one. They'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Completed right side to Ferguson. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that ball incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. That's going to be caught.
What?
Oh, he's going to be very close. Depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
And here you have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And it'll be brought down, but they're going to move this one out to the 25.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Ritter. He completes it to Marshall. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down. To throw is Ritter. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Bowers. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe
pressure. He gets there, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. That one is good. And the Raiders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
You good? What you on?
Shit, waiting on you.
Alright.
I was about to light a cigarette.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You good?
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Again, Prescott to the air. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott again. That one downfield for Cooks. And he'll take it on in.
This fast, nigga.
Touchdown, Dallas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. Close check.
Now Ritter. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. to the line for first down and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll come up on a second down and 8. Now a give over the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. Oh, they got the target they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turner. And the kicking team right there, stopping it before he can get to the 15-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Prescott now. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's a second down. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
I'm going to start one.
All right, yeah, I want to lose in 60 seconds anyway.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock stops. 46 seconds to go. Second down, Prescott. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go. First and goal. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Second and goal. Now, Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. This is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
And he's going to be taken down.
Yeah,
And
don't
that
start
will do
one,
it.
bro. This shit,
4
extra
quarters.
innings. This nigga took it to overtime. Yeah, he is not. He a Raider. I don't know. He ain't giving up.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, here's Turpin. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
That's good.
You what? But you split a small match.
They'll come up here
Green
first
card.
and 10.
Alright. I'll be in there in a second. Cause I ain't gonna play overtime.
Drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. Now a first throw here in overtime. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Worked it in following the sack. It is third and long. Prescott. That one downfield for Brooks. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Now Prescott. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone.
He hasn't had
90 yards.
But
Touchdown,
yeah, I was
Dallas.
fourth and 20.
A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Even if
So,
you score,
thanks
you
to
better
that
go for
recent
two.
rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Is it regular candy?
Smith, red. Check white. Come on, set.
On first down, it's Ritter. That is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target. The ball falls incomplete.
Let's go. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. He
not
completes it
touched
to
that.
Marshall. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big
He
pickup.
better go for
And they
two.
bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder,
Come on, man.
leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Drill 52.
They'll run with Madison.
No, no.
Trying to
Nigga.
find a crease in
Nothing.
there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he short.
What should he do, nigga?
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. In motion, that's the tight end there.
I was right there. I was right fucking there. You see me?
And this time
Yeah,
he
I
will work
got
his way
I
into
hit
the
the
end
quarterback.
zone. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, there we go.
So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these
Stupid
drives off.
ball game.
He's
GG.
gonna give his back 2
Nigga.
shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They had to work for this one.
With
All
cold
even
hands.
for 4
You
quarters,
feel me? Look
able
at
to
the
get the
nigga on the
breakthrough
bench.
in
Look
overtime
at terrible.
to come away with a victory.
I told him he had to do that though, because I was gonna go down and get 3 easy.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson
gotta
and
take
our
that
entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the
Gotta take that
NFL
one.
on
Because
EA
that put me
Sports.
up. That
For
put me up, and I promoted myself with that one. Show the promotion. Yeah. Yeah. Show the promotion.